engine behind your favorite sports bar fantasy site. If your bar doesn't have it, send them our way so you can benefit from seamless draft day setups. No back and forth with staff. Just scan a QR code, pick your league spot, and customize your food and drink offers. TSNE offers quality of life tools like a mock drafter that improves each year by learning your league, automated team management if a player quits mid-season, and game time injury replacements before kickoff. With more league types and role options than any other platform, TSNE is everything you wish your fantasy platform had. You. The one still debating whether to start Patrick Mahomes this week or bench him for that rando backup QB no one's heard of. What are you doing? Stop scrolling and listen up. You know what you need in your life? More Black and Tan Sports. That's right, your one-stop podcast for fantasy football chaos, NFL hot takes, and the occasional life lesson you didn't know you needed. We're on Spotify, Amazon, Apple Podcasts, basically anywhere you can get your podcasts. So hit that subscribe button like you're smashing a waiver wire pickup for CMC. And don't forget to drop us a 5-star review. Why? Because it's not just our egos, it helps the algorithm show us some love. And let's be honest, you could use more good karma for that trade offer you just sent out. You're also going to want to join the party on social media because we're dropping fire takes all week long. On X, formerly known as Twitter, we're not here to discuss Elon. We're at Black and Tan Pod. Facebook, Black and Tan Sports Pod. You know, for all you I still love my mom's memes people out there. Instagram, we got you at Black and Tan Sports Pod. Where else can you get weekly fantasy tips and questionable Photoshop edits of my co-host Dwayne's face? Oh, and YouTube, Black and Tan Sports. Subscribe there too, unless you're scared to see what fantasy football legends actually look like. So what are you waiting for? Subscribe, follow, engage. Otherwise, your fantasy team might just get cursed with a season-ending injury. Just saying. Black and Tan Sports, for the laughs, the takes, and the wins. Subscribe now, or you'll regret it later.
Draft day heat, turn the speakers up. All eyes locked on the Commissioner's Cup. 25 years, yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025 Commissioner's Cup. Yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025 Commissioners Cup.
Hey, what's good?
Yo, where the claps at, bro? Where's the claps at? What happened, yo? Your production level. We used to have claps every time we come. There you go. That's what I'm talking about. That's what I missed. Let's get back to it. How you doing, brother?
Back in there. We got to add that back in there.
Yeah. How you doing,
listen,
man?
Another week, Black and Tan Sports. What's going on? This is Tan, aka Nick, aka White Trash Jesus, here in the building.
This is Black, aka D Block, aka the coolest monkey in the jungle in your house. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, the coolest monkey in the jungle, bro. That's how I'm doing it this week.
I feel like that's a good, like, I'm allowed to say that, I feel like.
Yeah, that's not derogatory.
No,
coolest monkey in the jungle.
I mean,
actually, I heard a white guy say it. So,
what?
I heard a white dude say it.
Oh, really?
No, I didn't hear a white guy say it.
Somebody else said it. I was gonna say that's a little borderline. It's just borderline. I just try not to toe the line. I don't want to toe the line. I don't want to cause trouble.
Don't lose your job. I don't want to cause trouble. Bullshit. Listen, because people try to cancel you for no reason.
Probably.
Nobody needs that shit.
No one needs to be canceled. Listen, we got to talk Eagles. Obviously, that's what we'd like to do. We're going to talk some Eagles. Yes, we're also going to have Mr. Green, and we'll have Mr. Green's takes. He had a really good week. I believe he went 5-1. I think the only loss he had was the Bucks.
Bro, almost. Listen, I got to give him a shout out. I still haven't won off Mr. Green's bets. But this week, listen, when we were one off, I was close. $20 would have won $9.50. But
maybe you do. So it's because it was 6 leg.
It was the late games, yeah.
It was a 6 leg. So maybe what we do is we split it up. We'll do 3 leg and 3 leg.
Yeah.
And if he keeps consistently getting one loss, then I feel like it's
You'll
going
get
to
it.
be there.
Yeah.
But
It was
who
a
knows?
4 o'clock game that was it the Buccaneers game?
Yeah,
took
so
us
that's
out.
the loss. The Bucks game is what you got lost. Baker Mayfield did not have a great game. I watched it.
Not at all.
It is what it is, though. That's how the cookie crumbles, they say.
Cookie crumbles sometimes, and it's that way.
It's true.
What can you do about it? It's a
But-
cookie. It crumbles.
After I almost had a nervous breakdown last week, and coming from a guy who consistently and inconsistently wants everyone fired and benched, the Eagles game went exactly how I thought it would go.
Yeah,
to be
as
honest
it
with you.
should
I knew
have.
they would win
Yeah,
because it's the Raiders. They're terrible.
Yeah.
And second of all, there's no way the Eagles, in my opinion, are going 4 losses in a row. It's not going to happen.
no. I mean, the way we were playing, it was definitely a little bit scary, but at the same time, right? You're right. That wasn't going to happen, especially at home against the Raiders. Who, listen, unfortunately, they're not a good team this season, and you don't look too much into that win because everybody across the league expected us to win that game, and what we needed out of that game was basically a morale booster for the team. But I think more importantly, that game itself and going forward for the next 3 or 4 games that we have to play, we saw. There's a couple of notes that I just kind of looked at and jotted down the things that I want to kind of talk about real quick. One thing I did like is Jalen Hurts running the ball. I think that he did his thing. He ran 7 times, I guess. It wasn't too much. He didn't go crazy with it. But again, I've been saying it all season long. Him being able to run and having that threat on the field, another element of keeping the defense honest.
I think for me, I think the part of the reason why he was able to run is because that pass defense from the Raiders is not anything to write home about.
Agreed.
So he was able to trust his line a little bit more to be able to handle those players. And so I really do think the reason why that he's not running, and I think the reason why Saquon Barkley isn't doing what he normally does is because I really feel like that offensive line is really banged up.
Yeah.
I think out of the
absolutely.
base of all the problems, I mean, we both played football, and actually we played on we played on the kind of the opposite ends, right? Like, so I was always a lineman,
Yeah.
and you were running back and things like
Yeah.
that. So it's like you kind of understand, how important the role of having a good line is because
Oh my
you're not
God,
able to run
absolutely.
anywhere if you can't
Yeah.
if you don't have
If your line's not
linemen-
blocking, you can't get any yards, right?
Exactly. If they're not making their gap steps and they're not filling up the gaps, they're pause, and they're not they're making sure there's no penetration, pause.
Right.
Then there's no way
No
that
diddy.
you can do your job. You could be
Right.
the in the world. You could be
Right.
Saquon
Barry
Barkley.
Sanders, right. If he's on the front line, Barry Sanders is not getting a touchdown, right?
Exactly. You could be Saquon Barkley and then not get those yards. I really do feel like it's indicative of, and I'm only talking from experience because I've done it. I've done it.
Yeah.
I do think it's indicative of not having as strong offensive line as we normally do, and
Yeah.
everybody's hurt, and it really does affect everything. Now, when you have a team like the Raiders that you're playing, their defense isn't as strong as the Chargers or even
Right.
the Rams. These teams.
Yeah.
What do you think happens? I think that he was able to open up because he felt more comfortable behind the line, and I really do think the bulk of the problems could be solved with a better offensive line. I think.
Yeah. And also, so with that, right, the point that I was going to make, you're absolutely right with that. And I think I was going to talk about was, we, going forward, this last win, the next couple games that we have, like I was saying, those games are kind of critical for one aspect that I was looking at, just kind of an outside the box kind of aspect for it, because we're out of sync, right? So he's throwing the ball to AJ Brown, but it's behind him, or it's too high. He calls interceptions, or the only person he seems to be in sync with is what's your name, Smith, right? So, with that win last week and being able to get the ball out, I think that the next couple of weeks we start working on getting those passes, to AJ Brown, to the other receivers, because him and Goddard did very well, right? That little shovel pass for the first touchdown was awesome. And then again, I think whether Patullo was allowing him to kind of audible out and call his own plays or didn't have too much of the handcuff on him this game, because we were playing a weaker team, it kind of showed we still have that talent. We still have that thing that is got us to the Super Bowl last year. It's just we're not using it. And I think because we played a weaker team last week, we were able to kind of loosen up on the offense and get some of those plays out there. There was a lot more of Jalen Hurts under center as opposed to playing, under in a shotgun. And that playing under center gives you more of an opportunity for you to be able to read the defense, and you have more plays because it's not as obvious as to what you're going to do. When you're in shotgun, you're not handing the ball off all the time to your running back left or right of you. It's more of going to be a pass play or possibly a draw. Where if you're running under center, right, you don't know he's going to pass the ball off. It's going to be a short pass. Could be a long pass. He could under center two or three step drop and then run, right? So there's a lot more options there. And I think that, again, we're playing a weaker team. You got to keep putting that caveat in there. But I think because of that, we were able to get that playbook open and start experimenting and doing things that we used to do and say, hey, you know what? These things actually still work. I mean, there's still professional players out there. They just, they're just not being able to, the Raiders just not being able to win a game or not being able to win many games and not being able to close it out if they have a win or a lead. That's just part of the NFL. That's part of, coaching. That's part of the staff itself. They're still a professional football team. And we went out there and played them like we should have been playing the rest of the league all season long. And I think that was a key point in that last week's game, was just to get that playbook open, change up some things, not look so predictable on offense. And we came out on, victorious, and we blanketed. I mean, we didn't let up anything on defense as far as points are concerned, which is also
the shutout feels good because it's tough to shut out any team, even some of the worst teams in the league. You expect a field goal or even a touchdown sometimes. So I think I agree with you that shutout really does help things a lot. It definitely makes them feel more comfortable. I'm hoping that this is the game that, even though you're playing a weaker team, and you kind of alluded to this, is that maybe it starts putting them in sync of things now. Right. Maybe they go and they start going into sync because maybe they have a little bit of confidence, because everyone needs that confidence booster game every once in a while, because it only helps you feel more comfortable when you have to be in like higher pressure situations, or in, when you're in that 2-minute drill, or you're 4th and goal, 3rd and goal. It helps in all those situations. The confidence helps. I think that Sirianni has always had confidence in the team and the players to be able to do what they had to do. I think that, Philadelphia in a whole, in terms of the media, have really honed in on Patullo and the offensive coordinator and the play calls and things like that. And I agree with them. I still think that he's the worst. I think that he may have head coach desires and different teams that are now maybe in the back of his mind. As much as you want to say you're completely honed in and you're focused on that one thing, that's still going to loom in the back of your mind and going to throw you off your game a little bit, I think. But it really does also come down to the players, because as a coach, you can put your players in any kind of situation. You can put them in. Within 10 yards of the goal line. But if you don't perform as a player, and you're not doing your job as a player, and you're committing fouls, and there's penalties every 2 seconds, how good is that offensive coordinator really going to do? Right. So we're talking about multi-symptoms. There's tons of different symptoms of why
penalties on both sides of the ball,
their highest ability. But I think that if it's just a multi-layer problem, and I think we need to attack. And I think a good start would be the confidence to be able to throw the ball downfield, the confidence to be able to make the run with your feet, the confidence that you're going to make your blocks and not commit some sort of penalty that's going to bring you back 10, 15 yards.
And I think we don't need to keep going. He doesn't need to prove he has a long, deep ball. Pause. He knows he can do it. We know it's out there. The other teams know it's out there. I think that if we focus more like we did last week, and you saw a lot of those plays last week, were 10, 15 yards down the field, right? A couple of long balls out there, but the actual like productive plays. And again, we're playing against a weaker defense, but out of those more productive passing plays were in the flat, across the middle, 10, 15 yards down the field, right? Catch and run. Those things that we need to integrate more in our offense. And again, I thought the playbook looked a little bit more open. We didn't see the same lineup. We didn't see the predictable plays as much as we done all season long. And that goes back to what I was saying. I think playing that weaker team was a confidence booster, not only just for the win, not only just for the shutout, but the idea we're able to open that playbook up and let's do some things that we haven't done all season, and let's see if they actually still work. They work on a lesser, a not so good team, but they're out there, right? We're in the playoff season. Well, not really. We're getting ready. We're ramping up for the playoff season. So these next couple of games we're in, I mean, we have to, Dallas has a 1% chance of winning. Their odds of winning are we have to lose every game, and they have to win out.
Our magic number is one.
One win,
or
right?
The other magic number is Dallas losing a game.
Right.
So
either way,
I mean, we have the Commanders coming up, and the Commanders are piss poor. They're a terrible team as well. Their quarterback is hurt.
It's unfortunate.
Their team has been really hit by the injury bug, and should be, knock on wood, this should be an easy game for the Eagles again.
Yeah.
I understand it's in division. Those games are a little bit tougher, but it's still the Commanders are just not on their game right now, and it's like, if you have everybody's back, if you have all the backups in, it's like it's just tough to get a rhythm as well. I mean, we know that we talked about with the offensive line, but
and that's
our magic number is one. So
and that's away, right? It's an away game, but either way,
but it's so close too. Those games often seem like they're Eagles home games.
Right. Yeah. I was gonna say I've been to a couple of the Commanders games, and it's definitely I get
the worst field in the NFL.
Yeah, dude, that stadium's horrible.
It's really bad. If you talk to like any of the players that are coming up, they rate the stadiums and how good they are and how the facilities are. Consistently, the Commanders Stadium is I don't even know what it's called. Was it Soldier Field or something? What is it?
No, Soldiers in Chicago. It's FedEx Field.
Okay, FedEx Field. It's
in Virginia.
Consistently with Baltimore rated all the way at the bottom.
Yeah. So, it's crazy.
It is what it is.
But yeah, I'm excited for this week. I mean,
it's a weird Saturday game.
Yeah, definitely. 5:00 Saturday, Eagles, Commanders. Yep. But yeah, I'm excited for it. I just want to get it done, get it over with, right? So if we get in, we're definitely in the playoffs anyway, right? And we have the Commanders twice and Buffalo in between, right?
Yeah,
that's going to be a good game. But I mean, do
we bench our starters? Is that we get this one win? Say we win on Saturday.
Yeah,
it's all well and then we're in the playoffs.
Yeah, we win.
You bench your starters.
I think that was what I was going to say. It's we win Saturday. That means automatically Dallas is out, right? There's no chance of them even getting in, sneaking in. Commanders are out, obviously, and Giants are out, right? So it's just we have our number 3 seed. We can't advance on that, right? Because we're not playing anybody that's going to advance our seed because Buffalo is out of conference, right?
Yeah, I think AFC, right? I think what it looks like is that we'd probably end up playing the 49ers at home.
Right.
I think.
Yeah, I think we get one. We would get one home game.
Yeah, I think the first week would be the first round of playoffs would be a home game against probably the Niners.
Yeah, depending on how that
works. They don't do well. They don't do well at the link.
Yeah.
And then all the fans they want and march around that parking lot like they own it, but they absolutely do not. And it's a good way to get a beer doused on you, and then
yeah, exactly. But yeah, I'm excited just to see how it goes down Saturday. Again, it should be an easy win, but I'm going to be looking more at the plays being called this time and seeing if we're really opening up that playbook and seeing what we're doing. Hey, we give it a couple of second, third string guys in there, whatever. Get those guys some reps because we're hurting the front line on offense. Hopefully we can get a couple people back before then, but I doubt it. But I know I just want to see what they're going to do with the playbook against Washington this weekend and see if they're going to actually go into the playoff season with some sort of razzle dazzle, some sort of spark to the offense.
yeah.
Just get it up. Like, where
I
the fuck
agree
is
with you.
Gilly been at? I ain't heard shit from Gilly.
Hey, listen, I was actually just thinking the same thing. It's like if they can get these wins and they can have a little confidence, a little bit of swagger to them, even though they're playing a team like the Commanders twice,
Right.
and they can go into the playoffs with a little bit of swagger. I mean, I didn't think it was going to happen all season, but I mean, they could catch a hot streak going in the playoffs. I mean, that's obviously pie in the sky hopes.
Yeah.
It may not even be realistic, but the recipe is there.
Right.
Is it going to be cooked correctly? Who knows? But the recipe for a good postseason is there.
Yeah. Because, I mean, you figure we're coming off of, I mean, we're not, obviously, Bills, depending on what they're going to come out with, we're not going to start starters, probably not, because we don't want anybody getting hurt, because the Bills are going to play tough. The Bills are going to want to, they're not going to want to put any starters out there, right?
Yeah, I think they're still fighting for a playoff position too, though.
Are they?
Since they lost, actually they won. They won last week.
Yeah, I think the Bills are in, or they're like the
I
wild
think they're
card.
kind of fighting for that type of situation too. So
Yeah, because they
I mean,
lost.
it
No,
could be in
didn't the Bills lose to the Patriots?
I think so. Yeah,
Last week?
it was weird, dude. The Patriots on fire for some reason.
Yeah. That's crazy, right? Because they've sucked for the past couple of years. Now all of a sudden they're doing well.
Talking about sucking and being on fire, Mr. Green had a good week.
Yeah, he did.
He did. He went.
Yes,
he
he
went
did.
5-1.
I still haven't won any money, but it was close. 5 out of 6 isn't bad.
You want to get into
That's
Mr.
damn
Green?
Let's
And
go,
he has to
let's
say
talk
about this
about it.
upcoming week.
Let's hear about it. Let's see what he got to say. Let's
hear it.
go.
Hi, everybody.
Oh,
No,
hold
it's-
on. Wait. Let's take the over and under on how many times he mentions Flacco, Taylor Swift, right? Because the Chiefs are
says,
out.
I don't know if you guys know this or not.
Oh, that's going to be 30 or plus, right? 30 plus.
Yeah, the over under on that's pretty high.
I think he's going to blame because the Chiefs are out for the first time in 7 years. Chiefs aren't going into the playoffs. That's crazy.
Dude, I'm telling you, the
And
Super
I bet
Bowl
you he
loss.
blames. I
the
bet you he
Eagles
blames that
destroyed
on.
them.
I bet you he blames that on Taylor Swift, right? Because
He will.
Kelsey's.
He will. And to top it all off, Mahomes tore his ACL, which is terrible.
Yeah.
I don't like any of that happening for any of those guys.
No, not at all.
I was looking at the list of people who have ACL tears, including Myles Garrett.
Mm.
I mean,
Not Myles Garrett.
not Myles Garrett, the guy who's on Green Bay now, Micah Parsons.
Micah Parsons.
Including Micah Parsons, he's ACL. You have Holmes ACL, Ertz ACL. There's a bunch. There's a bunch with the ACL.
Yeah.
But let's get in Mr. Green and see what he has to say.
Let's go.
Hey everybody, Mr. Green back in the house. Dwayne, Nick, how you guys doing, man?
What's up, homie?
Did you get my Christmas shopping done yet?
First of all, so out of pocket to say something like that.
Did
Doesn't
you
make
get
any
my
sense.
Christmas?
I hope
shopping?
the next line of this explains what that even means.
I don't know.
I'm
if
running a little late.
I don't know if he's like, did we go get his gifts for him, or do we get our gifts for him already? I don't know.
Who knows? Hopefully we'll find out.
First of all, I don't buy
Today.
these gifts.
I just actually went to a high school game. I actually seen Gloucester Catholic girls lose. They played against a team in PA. But anyway, you don't want to listen about girls basketball. But anyway,
we don't.
I just got done taking my notes, looking at this week. Last week I had a great week. I actually went 5-1. The only game I lost was actually Thursday night when I gave you Tampa Bay. I still can't believe Tampa Bay lost that game. I should have went 6-0, but 5-1, I'll take that. Anyway, let's get right into this week. First game up is going to be a Saturday night game. No, it's not the Eagles game, and no, it's not that stupid Cowards. I know the Cowards playoffs begin, but they could shove that Cowards playoffs up my ass. Notre Dame should be in the playoffs.
Pause, Mr. Green, shoving
Is?
playoffs
wants
up
it- he
in the.
wants
He
to
wants not up the
his
up
nose.
in the ass. That's nasty, Mr.
He
Green.
said they could shove it up my ass. Like what? Like listen, bro. It's somebody else's, not yours. You don't unless you want it crammed up there. Which
They
hey,
can shove it up their ass.
yeah,
I don't know if
exactly.
you want things shoved up your own ass, that's a little different.
He may want
That's
it.
a hot request right there, bro. no
I
Diddy.
cannot. That's a hot request that I cannot fulfill.
No Diddy, no doubt.
Anyway, screw college football. Let's talk about football. NFL. Green Bay against Chicago. I'm going to be taking Chicago, guys. They have a home game under the lights, 8:30 Saturday night. Let's start the week off right with Chicago. They actually got a good wide receiver now, Moore. He's actually healthy now. And they're actually using their tight end a lot that you don't even know about. A guy named Loveland. I actually just picked him up on my fantasy football team this week. I'm in the playoffs. But anyway, Loveland's going to have a really good game. They're like throwing the ball to him a lot. So just take Chicago. Green Bay actually lost their best defender anyway. That guy, Michael Parson, guy from the Cowboys, went over to play for Green Bay. Well, now he's out for the season. So Chicago is going to be running the ball against these guys and throwing all night long. Take Chicago. Next game is the Jags against the Denver Broncos. Guys, I don't know if you've been watching any much football this year, but the Denver Broncos only have 2 losses. They're playing home. They just got done beating Green Bay last week, and now they're staying home again playing the Jags.
I want to say something, though, and actually my sister-in-law brought this up, is that Denver does have a great record, but they're winning games in weird situations and overtime and weird last drives. You don't win a Super Bowl like that.
Yeah,
we said it
the Chiefs.
We said it last year with how the Chiefs were playing.
Yep.
We saw that pattern then. We see the pattern with the Eagles this year. And I also see with Denver. I know they have a great record, but it's not going to happen.
Yeah. They look good. It looks good on paper.
It does. It looks very good on paper, but it's not going to happen.
Jags. I know Jacksonville's playing good ball, but you got to understand Denver only has 2 losses. If they win the rest of the games, you got to go through Denver to get to the Super Bowl. Denver's not going to lose this game, man. Bo Nix is having a great season, and I will be back in Denver this week against the Jags. Next game is going to be the Steelers against the Lions. Steelers just came off a Monday night game, so they're actually losing a day's of rest to practice. All right? And what's the Detroit Lions doing? Well, they just got done playing the Rams, and they ended up losing. They can't afford to lose another game, or they may not even make the playoffs. They're actually playing home inside the dome, playing against that Grandpop guy, man, Pop Rogers.
Jesus Christ.
I'm telling you, man, all he's doing is stealing money. I actually seen them guys.
Listen,
they ran.
He's the biggest Aaron Rodgers hater.
He had a great game.
He did. The first half of the game looked like garbage. It was nothing happened.
I was looking at stats because when I was watching the game, I was like, man, he's doing so well. I think he had 2 touchdowns. I think he had like 130 yards.
Second half, they turned up.
They played the Dolphins, right?
Yeah.
Tua had a better game. He just had 1 interception. The difference was with the 1 interception.
Yeah. Oh,
his other stats were better.
And they benched Tua. He's not playing. He's not starting this week.
That's what I heard. Poor guy.
Yeah,
his brain's so beat in.
Yeah, dude. If I was him, I'd just get out before it gets too bad.
I agree.
Ran this thing that the Eagles run. This I don't even know what it's called. The shovelly, whatever do you want to call it?
Oh my God, Mr. Green, enough. You know what the tush push is. You know what the brotherly shove is. Don't act like you've never heard these words before.
Bruv?
Yeah. I don't know what this thing is called. The loverly shove. Motherfucker, come on. You capping, bro. Capping. It's like you don't know who Micah Parsons is. I don't know if you guys watch much football. I don't know if you watch much football. You don't know who Micah Parsons is. You don't know who the brotherly shove is.
Basketball.
Yeah, and worrying about Joe Flacco and Taylor Swift.
I can't.
Let's find out. He hasn't mentioned them yet, so let's see.
I can't even think of it. When the quarterback lines up and hurts, and they drive him across the line of scrimmage, or whatever that play is called. Well, Pittsburgh does the same thing. Problem is, though, they only do it with 10 guys. The 11th guy happens to be Grandpop. Did you ever see him, what he does on that play? He puts his hands into the pocket, and he just watches the other 10 guys get the first down. And then he takes the hands out of his pocket and tells the guys to move the chain, saying...
He's right.
He is right about that. I did watch that. I thought it was a bit weird. I was like, wait a minute, Aaron Rodgers is just standing there, but you didn't expect him to get in there and
No.
jump in that pile.
No, it's like Philip Rivers. You don't expect him to do that thing. You
Not
barely
doing
expect him. You barely expect him to throw a fucking touchdown pass.
Right.
What do you mean?
That's funny.
No, but that's not the first, and that's actually not the first time that Aaron Rodgers has done that thing where he puts his hands in his hand warmer.
Yeah.
Just
like it's cold out there,
direct,
motherfucker.
direct snap. They direct snap it to the running back and go forward, and he just stands there.
saying it's a first down. Anyway, ain't no way they're going to do that against Detroit. Don't take the Steelers this week. Just back Detroit. All right. Next game is going to be the Vegas against the Texans. I told you last week about Vegas. They're not even playing. I think they have 2 or 3 games they won this year. They're playing for the draft pick. I told you that when they played the Eagles. I told you to back the Eagles. Well, guys, did you see that game? I think the Eagles won that game. What was it, 42-6? Just like I told you. Well, guess what? They're playing the Texans this week.
31.
Texans are home. That team is hot. The way they're playing right now, they have to be one of the hottest teams in football.
They got
And
a
they're
shot to
playing
be in the
home against
playoffs, too.
Vegas. I don't care what that point spread is. Texans is going to bury this team. Just take the Texans this week.
You might notice this week is that I hear Mr. Green shuffling papers furiously.
They got the wrong scores up.
46-7.
Last game up is going to be the Ravens against New England. Really good game. New England had the best record, but ended up losing. Denver won, so Denver right now has home field advantage for the playoffs. New England's going to try to catch them. Problem is they're stuck going to Baltimore playing the Ravens. Ravens really need this game because the Ravens don't win this game. They may not make the playoffs. I believe they're playing under the lights. Sunday night, under the lights, 8:30 Sunday night.
8:20.
Yeah, we got May. Guy went to North Carolina. It's a good thing he left because Belichick screwed that team up. Belichick's still going out with that.
Drake May. He's a beast,
They
bro.
got that guy May.
Drake
Screw
May.
all up, Bill Belichick.
That guy.
Oh, if he mentioned Bill Belichick, which he just did, he's going to mention his girlfriend next.
With that
Oh,
stupid ass 19-year-old girl, man.
Yes.
Ding, 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 ding. You win the prize. Winner, chicken dinner.
I don't know if you guys heard it, but I think she's pregnant. Imagine Belichick. What is he, 75? Going to have a kid. Are you kidding me? But anyway, well, I guess anything's possible because that guy for the Colts have, what's his name? Rodgers or ain't Rodgers. Who's the quarterback for the Colts just signed? I can't even think of it.
Jones.
He almost did win, though. I don't know how, but Seattle did come back and kick that field goal to beat him. I can't believe I can't think of the guy's name, but he's the quarterback for the Colts now. But anyway,
Daniel Jones, right?
the Belichick.
He's talking about Philip Rivers, this guy. You can't even tell. You don't know who he's talking about at this point. He named 38 different quarterbacks, and there's only 32 teams.
He's like Donovan McNabb, right? Or somebody like that.
Yeah, Nick Foles and
Jim, I think it's Jim Plunkett. He came out of the retirement. He's 97.
I think it's Scrambling Fran.
From the 42 Eagles. Before there was a Super Bowl, he was a Super Bowl champion.
Yeah, it's Andy Reid when he played in high school. He's coming up.
Well, since the
I don't
Chiefs are
know.
out of
I
the
can't believe he's
playoffs,
gonna have
Andy
a
Reid's
kid.
gonna step in.
Yeah, he's too old. But anyway, I'm going to take the Ravens. Back the Ravens. My money will be on Jackson. I don't like him. He's not a really intelligent quarterback. But you're going against May. May's going to be a good quarterback. He's starting to be a good quarterback now. But for him to go to Baltimore under the lights and win the game, I don't think so. I don't think so. So I'm going to be taking the Ravens. I'm only going to give you guys 5 games this week because Christmas is coming. I want to give you guys some extra Christmas money. And I do see me going 5-0. So let's recap. I'm taking Chicago, the Broncos, the Detroit Lions, the Texans, and the Ravens. Yo, guys,
Taking
let's
all
have a
home
great
teams.
Christmas. I don't know if we have a show next week or not because Christmas, it's going to be Christmas Eve next Wednesday. And I got to go to bed early because Santa Claus is going to come. And I was actually a good boy this year, and I gave you a bunch of winners. So I hope Santa Claus treats me good. But anyway, Merry Christmas, everybody. Nick and Dwayne, enjoy the holidays.
Word.
Have a couple drinks on me.
Hell
And
yeah.
let's go, Birds.
Mr. Green
Take
drinks
it easy,
Fireball.
guys. I'll talk to you soon.
Go Birds.
This guy hits with a "Let's go Birds."
Go Birds. This
He must
he's
be in a holiday spirit.
Mr. Green is definitely turning that green.
Very
Well, I guess because
interesting.
Minnesota. Yo, and you know how so Minnesota was already out of the playoffs, right?
Yeah,
And they came in and put a whooping on Dallas just to knock them the fuck out of the playoffs.
they
That
did.
is awesome.
That's heroes work.
Yes. Now, this is a shout out to the Minnesota Vikings for that. Appreciate y'all.
That's the type of
Because-
thing you make Marvel movies out of.
I think the listen, the Eagles, no one really people love hate the Eagles, whatever. But unless you're a Dallas fan, you absolutely hate Dallas. It doesn't matter what your favorite team is,
Not
you
at all.
hate
Yeah.
Dallas.
Right.
And that's funny. And it shows across the league because obviously we're in the same conference, but the Vikings didn't have to go in there and do that shit. They could
They
could
did though.
They did,
They did,
and we
though.
appreciate that.
Yeah.
For the
Yeah,
love-
that's
for the
Herb's
love.
team. I actually that Monday I came in and said, Herb, I just want to thank you. Thanks for knocking Dallas out for us. You didn't have to, and he did it.
Nice. That's awesome. That's good shit.
Bring up Wednesday. We will obviously this week will not have a stream this week. Maybe we'll release an old episode. I don't know. I don't know if I'm not. I don't know if we
should
can do
put those out
that.
there anymore. Yeah, those
We'll see.
those old apps. I mean, you can find them if you want it, but they're a little tawdry. They're a little tawdry.
Yeah.
I gotta figure out how to do this on my own and put it up. I might just jump on and do something. Talk a little shit.
On Christmas Eve.
What's Wednesday? That's Wednesday?
Yeah.
I ain't doing shit. Oh, you know what? No, I'm gonna be in New York. Forget it. Maybe not.
Oh, you got 100 guns, 100 clips because you're from
Going to New York.
New York.
New York.
Well, guys,
Oh, that was a good one.
as Herb's as Mr. Green said, I'd like absolutely wish everybody happy holidays, Merry
Happy
Christmas,
holidays. Word.
Happy Hanukkah,
Shalom.
what's all the Kwanzaa.
My niggas. What is a Kwanzaa greeting? What's up, my nigga? I don't know. That's
No,
what I
but
was thinking.
I still
Be
don't quite
appropriate.
understand. I still don't understand Kwanzaa.
It's like Hanukkah, but it's for black people.
Well, I think there's isn't there like a different color for every night and it stands for something. Like there's a letter and it stands for something,
Yeah, sure.
like power or something.
Yeah, sure. I don't know. I thought it was made up when I was a kid and heard about it.
Well, I think it's because it was made up, just like every holiday.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, but like, I thought it was like a new thing just for black people because,
I think it was.
but it's like a African joint though, isn't it? I feel bad that I don't know anything about Kwanzaa, but nobody talks about it.
Well, I know it's not a very popular one, but we still. Kwanzaa was first celebrated December of 1966.
Right. So it's a recently made up holiday. Christmas
Wait,
has been around forever.
It runs from this 26th to the 1st.
Yeah.
So
It's like-
it's its own thing.
No, but
It's got a nice
it's
slot. It's got a nice
but
slot.
sometimes, well, no, because sometimes it goes during the same time as Hanukkah, because Hanukkah changes every year, doesn't it? Hanukkah's like-
To my Jewish friends, I have no idea.
Yeah. Hold on. When is Hanukkah?
I know the world doesn't really like you guys that much right now, but listen, we all got love for everybody here.
How you spell Hanukkah? Hanukkah. December 15th to the 20th. So Hanukkah is the weekend, the week before. Then you have Christmas, and
So
then
we
you have
have-
Kwanzaa.
We have Mr. Green in the chat. I just want to bring this up before we close her on down. And, he said, I'm not good on names, but I'm great with my picks. I lost my parlay picking the Cowboys. And then he said, sing a Christmas song. And the song that he wants us to sing is Santa Claus Got Ran Over by Grandma.
That's not the song. Grandma got ran over by a reindeer. That one? Yeah, that's the song. What are you talking?
Santa Claus.
Mr. Green is on that fireball, bro. I'm telling you. That's got to be what's going on. He on
Got
that.
Ran Over by Grandma. It's a
He
new
on
hit.
that fireball, bro.
It's a new
That's funny.
Listen, you guys have great holidays. We love you. Thanks for tuning in.
Yeah,
And
love
we
you
will,
guys. Happy
we will talk to
holidays.
you
Happy
soon.
Kwanzaa, Hanukkah, Christmas. We'll see you guys after. I don't know. We can be in between Christmas and New Year.
Probably, I would imagine.
Yeah, we can get one in.
There's a week there.
Yeah, we can get one in. Doing Kwanzaa. I put my big Ken
All right, guys.
Jones. All right, guys. Everybody, enjoy yourselves. Happy holidays. Love you.
We out.
Holla at your boy. Gang, gang. Go Birds.
Draft day heat, turn the speakers up. All eyes locked on the Commissioner's Cup. 25 years, yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025, Commissioner's Cup. Yeah, the legends don't stop. Fantasy dreams on the way to the top. Black and Tan Sports, we running it up. 2025.